just hit a wall. I had some great energy today and kind of feeling a little bit of a lull, had some lunch. You're probably feeling the same. And that's what this is all about. This is a fit break. It's about oxygenating your body. It's about improving your posture and just getting a little bit of movement and mobility. And you know, you don't do that enough. So whether you grab a broom handle, I don't know, grab a thin friend, pick them up and just start doing some mobility things like this. You could do some punches. Just join me. Do some deep breaths. Come on, guys. You guys are too still during the day. I know some of you are maybe just taking a break from doing some lineman work, or maybe you're a miner, or maybe you're a professional water skier, and you're saying, hang on a minute, I don't have a sedentary lifestyle. I have a very busy lifestyle. Yeah, but do you stretch? Do you mobilize? Do you try to fix the things that hurt you? Well, that's really what got me into the journey, I suppose, of fitness, of wanting to improve the strength of my body, improve the look of my body, get healthier. I don't know about you, but I don't like being sick. I don't like feeling weak. I don't like having pain. And so everything you see that I do is a solution for that. And it's a solution that hopefully is easy to use. So I'm using the RAC right here. I call it the RAC. It's kind of like the medieval racks back in the day. You would lay you out. It was more of a torture device to lengthen you. Well, get you to give up your riches and your treasures and your secrets. But this isn't about torture. This is about just getting the tension out of your body. And one of the first things I do, because my lower back gets really sore and tight, I don't know about you, just hanging and breathing. You know, maybe I'm not taking a call right now. Maybe I'm not in a meeting. I'm just taking a few minutes for myself, just breathing and stretching. And another nice bit of traction you can use here with the rack of these dip bars. And sometimes I'll pop my back like this just to get a little bit of relief in my lower back. And these are some of the stretches that I do every day. And, you know, that's what's a real joy to show this to you, because this is designed, obviously, to go on the wall right where you are. You know, I've been struggling a little bit recently with a tight right hip. So, you know, I just spent a little bit more time on the rack. For me, it's stretching the inner thigh right here. It's stretching the inside of where the pain's coming from. You'll often find that in yourself that, let's say you have a little bit of a pain in the back of your shoulder. It often comes from a tension area or a dysfunction in the other side. So when you're really tight in the chest, which just about everybody is, you're going to end up with this pinch, this buildup of tension in the back, because your body is always trying to find balance. And because your posture isn't the best, unfortunately, we're all the same. We're all kind of hunched forward. We've all got the tech neck going on because this kind of stuff. So what do we do about it? We've got to do something about it, or you're going to end up at the doctor's office where now you've lost control of the situation. So look at this stretch right here. And I'm stretching with bands. What I like about stretching with bands is there's some give. So sometimes I use strapping that doesn't give. You know, you've used suspension, TRX. But to really get some mobility in my tight shoulders, I just want to use a little bit of resistance here. And you know what? Okay, it's lunch hour. Maybe I haven't got time to go to the gym. I can just pump out a few reps. You know, one of the biggest problems we have as a society in our relationship to exercise is we think we've got to do an hour of it. We think we've got to kill ourselves. We think we've got to do a certain amount of exercises, but you don't. Exercise gives you benefit in seconds of activity, in one exercise at a time. Let's just pick one exercise, for example. I'm just going to put my foot up on here. And as I lean forward, it's going to stretch me in the front of this hip. It's also going to stretch the glute on this left side. Now, if I reach up, I'm also getting a stretch under the arm, down the side of the waist. Oh, what a relief. Breathe. you know, that's stretched half of my body. Then I'm going to reverse it to stretch the other half. I mean, you don't really have to be a flexibility rocket scientist to get benefit out of this. Sometimes I'm going to use my stretching straps right here that don't have any give to them because I want them to be fixed. I'm just going to hang out here. I'm just going to breathe. I'm just going to let that open up. See, these days, hopefully you've noticed I've got a bit of muscle, got quite a bit of muscle mass. And, you know, I'm nearly 60. And what I wanted to do, and I heard that muscle mass is good for you and good for longevity. It's also good for IQ. It's good for everything. So I decided I was going to get my muscle back. And part of the deal with getting my muscle back is staying flexible. So I wanted it all. And can you have it all? I don't care how old you are. I don't really care what your injuries have been, as long as you got everything's still attached. Even then, for people with disabilities, people who have serious mobility issues, I tell you what, guys, this makes everything easy. I mean, you can roll up here in a wheelchair and get some stretching in here. You can have zero balance and do balance exercises and have total security. The point is, you've got something at your fingertips, and I've been banging on about this for decades now. It's not about training like an Olympic champion. It's about training like a person that just wants to be healthy and free of pain. And you have to understand, we're human beings. We're like monkeys. Well, we're like wild creatures. We got to spring, we got to jump, we got to leap, we got to run, but we don't. We tie ourselves up into chairs and little cubicles, and we wonder why our energy dips and we start feeling bad about how we look and how we feel. We've got these muscles, and muscles need pumping. They don't need that much. They just need pumping. We're not trying to be Mr. Olympia, although maybe I'm making a great comeback for the over 60 Mr. Universe next year, but that'll be another story. But for anybody that just wants to be pain-free, maybe still play sports, you know, still have a little fun. Do you know what I mean? Dancing, playing, adult fun. You can still enjoy it because your body still works. Everything still functions properly. So how long was that? A few minutes. You say, well, you can't get a full workout in a few minutes. Well, maybe that wasn't a full workout, but it was better than nothing. That's the point I'm making. So the biggest mistake we've made as a culture is insisting that exercise be done in leisure time. But it's not a leisure activity, is it? Unless you love it, it's not a leisure activity, okay? It's a work day task. Put it in the work day. You'd be amazed how you could fit it in, okay? You won't need a shower. You won't need an hour. And you can get a few minutes of pumping your body, stretching your body, fixing your posture. I'll show you one example, super, super simple. All right? If I lift up and push back, just like that, develop some strength and lift in my shoulders. And I do the same thing right here. I fix my upper body posture pretty much. If I push my head into my hands a few times, I can fix my tech neck if I do it enough. And stop doing this. Quick tip for tech neck. Read on your belly. As much as you can, read on your belly. Like a kid, read on your belly because your head's up instead of down here, okay? Treat your skeleton better, treat your body better. It's all about your muscles, how you feed yourself, how you condition yourself, how you rest yourself, how you think about yourself. So put exercise in the workday like it's supposed to be. Your everyday maintenance should be like this: 5 minutes, a couple of times a day in the workplace, and we might just change the world, starting with you. So I'm going to sign off here in a second, but all of you guys work for, well, most of you guys work for a living, or you know people that own businesses, or have business owners, or they're self-employed, or they work from home. Tell them there's a solution to their aches and pains. Tell them there's a whole new fitness thing and it can be done at work. And it starts with a RAC and it starts with a fit break culture. Okay. So yes, I am trying to sell you something. I think this is a fantastic product. It's made in America. It's solid. It'll last forever. And it's almost like a temple to your body. It's right there to remind you, because the problem with us is that we get sidetracked, we get busy, we sit down, it's 6 hours goes by and we haven't even drunk a glass of water or eaten or heaven forbid exercise. But that can change with this system. So we got a program called Zenjacked. Subscribe, you're on the channel. Go to zenjacked.com and check us out. This is a different kind of program. You'd be surprised. You can get workouts in 15 minutes. You can get workouts in 5 minutes. You can transform your life in an 8-week discipline pulse. We've made it so easy that a caveman can do it. No, we've made it so easy that you can do it, even when it was difficult for you before. Because why? You're making most of your exercise a workday task, therefore you're getting paid to get healthy. So put the word out, check us out, subscribe, and just read what we have. And let us show you what our solutions are. fit5solutions.com and zenjack.com. So I love you all. And if you got any questions for me, then message me and I'd love to answer those for you. All right. And we'll see you again next time.